Hello folks and welcome back. The boy and I are heading north, so come and join us. I tend to play up front. So as we come up to the crown, up to the brow, rather out near the crown of the road at the moment, just looks like from the tree line it bears around slightly to the left, so just looking for view at the moment. Just going to drop back a second. There we go, now I've got some view up the near side. I can see solid and continuous double white lines, so no chance of an overtake. As we come down through the dip, we've got this oncoming vehicle that looked like the road was bearing to the right. Very old oak tree on the right hand side there. The road's bearing left, so let's just wind up a little bit just to stay in a position where I've got the view down the near side. Just keep in touch with the traffic. We've got a broken line now, about 50 limit, so we're going to just roll off a couple of miles an hour. Let's come in at 50. Watching the blue vehicle on the near side here, just making sure they're not coming out onto the main road. We can just maintain 50 miles an hour. I can see the traffic ahead, a little bit of braking, so no need for me to brake. I can just, on acceleration sense, just roll off very gently and then pick up the drive again. We've just reduced speed by about 4 or 5 miles an hour here. So let's have a look. Okay, so we're just going to move away from the oncoming traffic. Let's go down through the dip. National speed limit applies again now. We've still got this system of solid and continuous double white lines. So as we come up to the left-hander, not getting too close, but let's have a little look. If there's any chance of an overtake, we'll be looking to go. So a broken line there at the moment. Let's have a little look. Okay, we've got an oncoming vehicle which we really don't want to tangle with because it's considerably bigger than me. Also, remember I was saying about clearing up near side danger? Here's why, look. That, on the face of it, looked like a good overtake. It looked like it was on until you saw what was up the near side, so make sure you clear that near side danger first. So we've got oncoming vehicles. Just moving out towards the crown just to hold them back away from me, keep them a safe distance. Gives me all this space on the near side to play with if anything goes wrong and I need to move. Also it's extending my view down the outside of the queue. Everything's rumbling along pretty much at the speed limit. We're 5 miles an hour under the limit. So we've got a campsite coming up, bearing in mind the type of weather. Any of the vehicles ahead of us in the queue may be going in or out of the campsite, so just hang back just a touch, just to make sure as we get where the entrance to the campsite is. So we can see that we're travelling down a fairly steep hill now around this left-hand bend, and also there's a possibility that there may be roadworks. I can just see brake lights coming on down ahead of me here. Okay, the road bears around to the right, so I'm just going to move position in towards the near side. Just roll off. Look, don't need to brake yet. You can see the traffic ahead of us is braking. I'll just shut down, and it gives me all the time in the world to have a really good look at this, decide where I want to be, have a look at the road surface, have a look behind me, good look around the bike, quick look at the instruments, make a cup of tea, do a bit of jogging, and now I'm just going to start to apply gentle braking. Just wait till I come up right now, just a little bit of gentle braking just to bring the speed down to 30. So looking at the roundabout, we've got these 2 guys with a rucksack here, 2 or 3 people here ready to cross the road. We have got following traffic, of course. We're going off on the Marlborough Road, which is the 10 o'clock junction here, so let's go. Nothing to give way to. A little bit of braking required as we left the roundabout there, just because the cars are so much slower than us. So looking ahead then, we've got this oncoming lorry. Just moving out, just checking the mirrors for the parked cars here. We've got a couple of big wagons coming up through and a pedestrian crossing coming up. So a little bit of gentle braking. Let's not get too close to them. Just let this vehicle come into onto the main road here. So as we let the speed run down, see the traffic's now stopping. So no need to stop, no need to put my feet down. Let's just get the bike just gently under drive, just slip in the clutch. Okay, so now we need to stop and put our feet down. Into neutral, it's not, it's a little bit more than a momentary stop, so back into gear, lifesaver. As we come down to the roundabouts, just watching that vehicle in the near side junction there. Looking across to the right then, nothing for us to stop for. The right van holds the red car, so we can go straight out. Watching this van here a minute, let's just we'll ease down and just let him go. We're not going anywhere. A little bit of road courtesy, and it just gives the traffic ahead of us a chance to clear, so no need to stop and put my feet down. I can just balance the bike, pick up the drive. Same again, no need to put my feet down. Just balance the bike. I think we're going right here. Okay, so we're just going to stop, let this vehicle across so that we don't block the junction. Looking across to the right then, anybody we need to give way to? Yes, there is, the black car. I know the silver car's holding him momentarily. Okay then, it's a bit like the Irish firing squad, isn't it? So away from the roundabout, we've got this pedestrian crossing coming up, vehicle stationary in the road ahead of us, so let's just roll the speed off. If we can, we want to try and do this without having to stop, so I'm just going to ease the bike down into first gear, pick up the drive. Did wonder that, Neil might get caught on that, if the lights haven't been triggered for a while. So I'm just going to go into trundle mode up here. Just described as trundle mode is fine, provided you're not holding anybody up. In this situation though, as soon as I've got following traffic, trundle mode goes out the window, revert to normal, get back up to ordinary road speed, and then just find somewhere convenient to pull in further down the road. Alright, okay, so I've got to go. So what I'm going to try and do is to get the van to pass me if possible. Have we got enough road to do it? No, maybe not. Okay, so I'm just going to pull in here. Let this one pass. So as we come in through the 30 limit, I'm just watching the van. Looking for any indication of braking. I can see reflection, there's a wagon coming that I got reflected on the side of his van just before I caught sight of him. Watching the vehicle near side then. So a series of bends, first bend is to the left. Sod's law, strikes again. So a lower gear to leave. Straight up to 50. Okay, so looking over the hedgeline then, we can see the top of that white van. I think you should pick that up on the camera. Over at the tilt block position, so we can see the road bearing around to the right. Just keeping my speed low at the moment, just see if I can get, we've got a car in between the two of us, So just see if I can find a place where we can get rid of the car for Neil, or if Neil can crack an overtaking on it. There's your overtake, Neil. Ready to go? Good place to start looking. So no problem, we'll get back together. There he goes, he's done the overtake now. Hold on, lad. Okay, so I've got Neil back on behind me again, looking away up the straight. Then we've got a bus coming towards us. So my main concern is anybody behind the bus that could be looking to overtake. It's a broken line from their side. It's got these hidden dips here as well, so a mid-lane position to make sure no one's doing the overtakes. Solid and continuous double white line system here. As we come up over the brow of this hill, a long view up this big straight here. Just move out towards the crown of the road. Get our speed up to 60. Just start to give up position for safety a little bit. It's, obviously again looking for anybody that could be looking to overtake. Just coming up on the outskirts of Swindon. Perfect road surface, dry, good condition, weather couldn't be better. Watching my speed creeping up here a little bit. So watching for the overtaker, so mid-lane position so that we can see each other. We're looking for the signpost for a place called Wiltshire, which should be off on our left. Slow on the road over the brow, so just check the mirrors, just wind back just a couple of miles an hour if necessary. Okay, a few bikers out on the road today. Pick it up again now. Not that much on the road particularly. So we've got another blind brow coming up. The last thing I saw, the traffic ahead of me was moving quite nicely and was away from the brow, so I'm not expecting anything to be stationary in the road right here. So a long view now, quarter of a mile up the road. I don't think the Rawton turn-off is too far ahead. I think it's a filling station just up here on the left-hand side. Okay, that looks like the garage, so start looking for the signposts in the junction. Vehicle in the lay-by here, we've got following traffic, and we can see we're just coming up to a speed limit, which is a 40. We're doing 60, so let's roll off from here. And you know I'm going to say it, no need to brake, just bring it down gently. Coming dead on 40, still in top gear, this is absolutely fine. So we're going to just signal our intention to turn off to the left here. Let's just see where the junction is, there we go, just after the garage actually, that's a little bit confusing. So 5th, 4th, 3rd, lifesaver, 30 limit. And some farm machinery up ahead of us. So I can see either a pedestrian or a cyclist, I think. Perhaps I was seeing that keep left bollard. So we're going to change lanes completely, so a lifesaver in the 30 limit. So road bearing round to the right, a little bit of rough surface there, just avoid that. So even though we're in a 30 limit, we're just still position, and just straighten these out now. A little bit of roadworks looks like on the offside lane. So what can reasonably expected to happen if a car comes the other way, it might come to our side of the road. The farm machinery is pulling in, just check the mirrors, just do a quick lifesaver. We're going to come out, present the vehicle, watch the silver BMW though. Held. Thank you ever so much, young man. Thank him for his courtesy, but you see how our position held him. And we want to go to Rawton. straight to speed. As we come down through the 30 limit, we can just rest the engine. Ever so quiet, nothing going on. 4th gear, 2000 revs, 30 miles an hour. Got the road slow on the road. We've got telegraph poles giving us the line. Just give up position for safety a little bit for the oncoming vehicle. Obviously a slightly sharper left-hand bend coming up, so just checking the mirrors. Roll speed on and just take a lower gear so that we can go in under drive, nice and stable. Haven't got to do anything except steer. Okay, so no need for a lower gear. We can just we're there, aren't we? Looking across at 2 o'clock there, we can see the line of the road. And we can just straighten out for the left-hander at the top of the hill. Keep our speed right up there if we can at 50. So we're going 12 o'clock to Rawton, so let's just wind down a little bit here. Let the vehicle clear. So because we've lost speed, we'll have a couple of lower gears. Get back up there and then we can rest the engine. Looks like the road bears around left, just up ahead of us. Just watching the speed here, it's creeping up again. So position out towards the crown of the road. The word's slow on the road, but at the moment everything's looking good. I've got a good view down there. You can see that we're coming down towards some houses. Just roll a little speed, just losing view a little bit now. No need for a gear at the moment. Still responsive. And there we go. Just pick up the drive. Still in the 50 limit here. Haven't seen any limit signs yet. So we've got this stationary vehicle, it's just pulling away, or it's actually a junction. So, thinking Rawton. So nice and steady as we come up to the junction, in case anyone cuts the corner. It's a stop line, so we will have a stop. Good look all around the bike, and out we go. Straight to 50. Just not quite at 50 because Neil's just got to catch up a little bit. So just hang on for a minute. That's how you do it, Neil. Trust the bike's going to do it for you. Put some drive in and you've got that stability, you've got the tyres biting into the tarmac, so you've got maximum grip. Okay, so we can just straighten. So we come down through the right-hander, just pick up the drive on the way in. Okay, watch for the overtaker, slow moving large vehicle. Someone could decide to have a little pop at that one. You can see he's moving out, look, the car behind the lorry. Now move back in again. Very close up behind the lorry, so he had to move out to get that view. Okay, so although we want to be tucked up, we've also got this little junction on the near side, so I am going to tuck up but watching the junction. A little bit of bouncy road there as well. When I say bouncy road, that's an anagram of rough as rats. Watching the cyclists because of the car behind. Coming straight to our side of the road. Okay, so a couple of parked cars, pedestrian here. Just a little bit of gentle braking. Let's not get too close. Okay, and now we're going to go out and present the vehicle. I've just got a reflection on the window down here. There is a car coming, we're going to hold them. Thank you ever so much for waiting for us, making think it was their idea. But see how the position held him, he had no choice there. I didn't give him a choice. so we're on the road now. Got a reflection white car coming in towards us. So let's see the nice reflections on the bus shelter. Blue car. So on the approach to the roundabout, just watching for anything coming 12 o'clock. Good look all around the bike before we commit ourselves. We can just straighten. We've got the vehicle turning off. Bit of oncoming traffic. Okay, so we can get up the inside of the oncoming traffic. Watch the silver Mercedes. So just nice and steady. Let's not go too mad here. You never know when vehicles are going to come across the road like that. He didn't, he got a very restricted view of us. Right, so watching the vehicle coming out then where he's come out from. Of course there may be other vehicles, he's in the same junction. And just extend our view up around the left-hander. Big old road for a 30 limit. So we just start to bring positioning towards the near side for the right hand bend now. The roads are very rough around here. Just straighten the last bit out. Got a little bit of oncoming traffic, which once we're clear. So we can bring our speed up to 40. Quite a long right hander, fairly straightish bit of road, so I could just straighten this out now, come out towards the crown of the road for the left. View's restricted slightly by all the overhanging trees, so I've got no following traffic other than Neil. As we come up over this brow, just sort of a few cars coming in. Okay, I can see the speed limit written on the road surface up here, so I'm assuming that we'll be going to 50 mile an hour. So I'm just going to take one gear lower. Not going up much, but we'll just get straight there up to 50. So possibly a little bit of a built-up area coming up. Speed limit still 50. We're going to move the bike in towards the near side. Lovely view of the road ahead. Look, where this white van's coming in, we can see how the road bears round this right hander, the round left, fairly straightish bit down to another set of double bends. Right hander at the end of the straight going up the hill there. So over the entire length of this straight, I'm looking at the entry point for that left-hander, so I'm just starting to bring the bike in towards the near side. I'm just watching this vehicle at the junction, make sure that they've seen us. And we can see that the national speed limit apply sign's coming up. So entry point is pretty much where the signs are. We've got one oncoming vehicle. Let's get up there then. Let's just start to straighten this one out now, out to the crown of the road for the left-hander. So holding this position until I need to give it up. There's an oncoming car, so I'll just give it up, and I want to come in anyway towards the near side. Watching the vehicle in the lay-by, looks like a county highways wagon or something here. Timber lorry. No signs of any exhaust or anything like that, so whacking brake vehicles coming towards us. Let's give up position for safety, well away from them, just inside the mid-lane point, just to present the vehicle, have a good look down the queue and make sure no one's looking to overtake. I can just move out towards the crown, not all the way because of the oncoming vehicle. Once he's cleared I can just move out again, just roll off now, pick it up so that we come in just under 50. Just checking the mirrors and before clear the junction and then move in towards the near side. Just watching the speeds creeping up again. Get it back something like it. Right, so a big signboard here, possibly for a garage. And I can see buildings, so let's just take a couple of miles an hour off. So a gear to suit the speed. Watching the vehicle then in the offside junction. Ready to go on the national speed limit. And just steady it off at 60. Just straighten this very gentle series of bends out. Just straighten these out, looking up towards the brow of the hill, then road bears slightly to the left. If you look at the right hand side hedge, you can see it angling off to the left here. So as we come over, the same again, but angling out to the right. So as soon as I've got the view, I can just straighten out on the crown of the road. Just dropped a couple of miles an hour to cater for the brow. Pick it up, maintain the 60 now. Big wagon coming towards us, and let's just give up position for safety. Mid lane, we've got quite tall grass on the near side hedge here, quite big hedges at the moment, so I can just move back out. Not masses of view, but I can see a little bit over the top of the hedge. So oncoming vehicles, just give up that position. We're now being told on the signs here, triangular warning signs for a right hand bend. Couple of 100 yards ahead, lots of paint and signs coming up on this one, so advising us to reduce speed. Yep, go along with that, that's quite good, isn't it? I can see an oncoming vehicle, so going down 2, pick up the drive. I think you got that one, Neil, that get your speed right on the way in, get the right gear. So we're just going to roll down. Nice view actually across this one. Same again, you see it's a nice dry road, we've got the line of the road. I'm seeing the road surface open up all the time and the view, which allows me to put that power in. Okay, so road's bearing right, we're told there's a crossroads just coming up. There's the little crossroads, so we want to crown of the road position and then just knock that one on the head for a minute because of the oncoming large vehicle. Haven't seen any signs for Avebury, but I think that's where we're looking for in a minute. Okay, lots of reflections on the glass of the houses down here, so you can see we've got oncoming traffic. The word slow on the road, just wind back a little bit as we come into this little collection of houses. Okay, once we're happy, we just pick the speed up. Okay, this is Avebury then, so we're expecting a speed limit coming up in a minute. Not yet, so we can carry on at 60. Watching the overtaker. Someone's overtaking the tractor, I think, at the moment. Will certainly come out to have a little look. So make sure they can see you. Make sure you can see them and that you're happy with it. Right, I can see speed limit signs now, so I'm assuming it's a 30 for Avebury. Let's run it down. And we are going to the pub, which is just around the corner. Oh, somebody's in trouble. Right, it's a middling position around the blind bend, isn't it? Remember, it's a 30 limit. We're coming down to a sharp right hand bend, so we're going to tuck right into the near side. And I'm going to put an indicator on now to let following traffic know what we're doing here.